If you've got one of these, you need one of these. We've got protective cases for your iPhone and your iPod from Otter and H2O Audio. We want to thank our production sponsors, the University Catholic Center, the California Province of the Society of Jesus, and Gateway. Uber geeks drink Uber milk, and Uber milk comes from cyber cows. Hey, and welcome back to Gadget at thetechstop.net. It's a place where it's always time to get your geek on. I'm your host, Father Robert Ballecer of the Society of Jesus. I'm a member of the California Province of the Jesuits. We're the largest religious order in the Catholic Church, and we're here in the Center for Apostolic Technology at the University Catholic Center on the campus of the University of Hawaii. Now we're going to get right into the tech because we've got a couple of devices here that are perfect for you Uber geeks who have toys that you don't want to destroy. Unless you've been hiding under a rock, you know what this is. This is an Apple iPhone, and this was the hottest gadget of 2007. I'm not a huge Apple fan, but even I will admit that they did it right. They've got this beautiful screen, they've got a great responsive piece of hardware, they've got a great operating system. Altogether, it is a fantastic piece of gear, although a bit expensive. But one of the complaints that we've heard is that they're just a little too easy to break or to scratch up or to mar. And the idea is, well, you've got this svelte device, it's easy to fit in your pockets, easy to sit on it, and the sheer face of the touchscreen means that you can also accidentally set it down on a table, and if there's a bit of grit, a grain of salt, a grain of sand, when you go to pick it up, it's easy enough to sort of scratch a gouge right across the screen. We've got a couple of friends who have brought over their iPhone so we could buff them out with a Dremel, which is, not ideal, but it works. Well, there have been a couple of ways to protect your iPhone. Some of them have been as simple as putting a piece of shrink wrap around it, and it kind of works. And others have been a bit more extreme. I've actually seen some cases that make this thing into a monstrosity, surrounding it with plastic and steel. But none of those have really been an acceptable option. I mean, it's either anemic protection or too much protection. Our friends over at Otter sent us their Defender series of boxes for the iPhone so that we could see what they've done right. Now, the idea is that they want to keep the style of the iPhone, the overall style and the overall feel, but give it a little bit of extra protection for those people who know that they're going to be taking their iPhone into a place where you shouldn't normally bring technology. Now, I have to mention right off the bat that this is not waterproof. I mean, a lot of the Otter gear is. If you've watched our show for a while, you know that we've taken a look at the Otter medium laptop cases, at a few of their project boxes, and they make some really hardcore, super durable polycarb boxes that can pretty much take any punishment you dish out and still keep your gear safe. In this particular case, they didn't make a waterproof model. They have them, but with this one, they've decided to sort of take the middle ground. What you have is a two-shell piece of polycarb that protects the iPhone. There's a bottom piece and a top piece. You simply slide your iPhone into the bottom part of the shell. You make sure that the Apple insignia lines up with the viewport, which also makes sure that the camera stays in line with the hole built for that camera. And then you slide the top shell on. That's it. You've now protected your iPhone. This polycarb shell is incredibly tough. And not only that, but it raises the screen just a little bit so you don't have to worry about scratching it up. But you see, Otter didn't stop there. They also gave us this nice little silicone gasket that fits around the shell. And what this will do is, one, it gives it some drop protection. We've actually dropped this thing a couple of times, and I probably shouldn't say that because this is a loaner iPhone. But there were no ill effects. The iPhone didn't fudge, didn't flinch, it just kept on going. Not even a scratch. But the gasket also gives you a bit more of a feel. It keeps it in your hand, it keeps it from sliding out, which I kind of like. I mean, I do like to feel the phone in my hand. I like to make sure it's still there. You keep all of the functionality of the iPhone. It's got the buttons for your volume, for answering calls, for going back home. It's got ports so that you can connect your charging and USB cable. It's got a removable port here for the headphones. And, of course, the crowning thing is the screen. You see, Otter has developed this medium over a few years. They've made products for PDAs and for touch-sensitive tablets and other devices and such. What they've done is they've made sure that it's not so thick that it impedes the function of the touchscreen, and yet it's thick enough to protect it from scratches and gouges and smacks. If you're looking for something to carry it in, it also comes with this nice little belt clip, which allows you to use either the hefty clip, which will let you clip it onto a bag or a purse or the side of your pants, or this more svelte clip that slims down the unit, is a bit more stylish, but is really only designed for skinny belts. All in all, this is a fantastic product. I mean, this is something that really does protect your gear, and if you're going to invest this much money in an iPhone, you want to make sure that it's going to last. You can pick one of these up for about $40 to $50 online, and if you want to find out more, you can always go to the Otter website at www.otterbox.com. Here's the situation. You just bought one of these brand spanking new iPod Nano, the fatties, the new gen ones, and you're in love with it. You take it everywhere. You take it to the beach, to school, to work. You take it to the pool, to the shower, into the ocean. Okay, maybe those last couple of scenarios aren't really all that realistic, but they could be if you got one of these iN3 cases from H2O Audio. The iN3 is a waterproof case designed for third generation iPod Nanos. It's waterproof down to about 10 feet, and it's more than enough for the casual swimmer or surfer. The watertight integrity is accomplished through the use of a replaceable T-gasket, which is sandwiched between the unit's two halves. The iN3 utilizes H2O Audio's trademark latch-tight locking mechanism to give users a positive sign that the unit is secure and waterproof. A small sliding switch at the top of the lock makes sure that the user cannot accidentally open the case underwater. The iN3 also includes a sports band for attaching the unit to your arm. You maintain full control of all your Nano functions through the silicon button and the fully compatible scroll wheel. Headphones can be connected to your Nano through the sealed-tight connector at the bottom of the unit, which allows you to access your audio without letting the water access your Nano. This silicone encased protrusion from the iN3 creates a watertight seal that allows you to listen to your tunes without worrying about flooding the case. It took us a while to get used to the iN3. I mean, it is really nice, except for the gasket at the bottom that protects the audio connector. That does stick out. But what makes up for that is that it comes with the sports band, which will, tie it around your arm so that you don't have to clip it onto a belt or anything. For those who are going to be using it for swimming, for doing laps or swimming in the ocean, or even as we've got some people here surfing, H2O Audio also offers a swim belt, which, it's elastic, so it would fit even around a person like myself, and allows you to wear the Nano on your belly or in your back or wherever it's useful. Now, this is good and all, but what about actually listening in the water? I mean, you can't just take your favorite set of headphones and bring them into the water without worrying about getting shocked or destroying them with the salt or a little chlorine. Well, that's why H2O Audio also makes the H3 headphones. Like the iN3 waterproof case, the H3 headphones are designed for use down to 10 feet. The package comes with a set of replaceable in-ear channels so that you can customize the fit to your liking. One of the cool features of the headset is the fact that you can remove the speakers from the around-the-neck harness, and the H3 becomes a set of high-quality earbuds. Now, in use, we were able to take this system and take it to the beach and drop it into the water, take it in the shower, take a shower with it, listen to music all the while being submerged, and not once were we shocked, not once did we have to worry about water getting into the case, not once did we have to worry about our Nano. They really did a good job in engineering this thing. I mean, we actually dropped it a few times, and we still can't find the scratches that should have happened when we did. If you're looking for a way to protect your Nano, if you want a way to be able to listen to it in places that you normally wouldn't want to bring it, you may want to check out H2O Audio and their iN3 and H3 solution. You can pick up one of these cases for between $60 to $80, and these headsets will run you between $40 and $50. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Gadget. If you want to find out more information about any of the gadgets that we've taken a look at the show, you can always go to our website at www.thetechstop.net. If you click on the Gadget tab, you'll be able to find all of our episodes and the links for our high-resolution versions. If you want to write us a message, you can reach us at gadget@thetechstop.net. Well, I've been your host, Father Robert Ballecer. This has been the Center for Apostolic Technology. And remember, there's no Uber Geek without you.
Bye.